Rodents don't just magically appear in your house, they walk in. Cracks, gaps, crevices in around your pipes, that's how they're getting in. And that's why I'm so excited to talk about the Excluder Barrier Kit. This is a pro-grade product we've been using for years. Now it's accessible at any store you go to and it works amazing. It's easy to use, it's permanent, and it keeps rats and mice out for good. Let's jump in. We're gonna go over where to use it, how to use it, and show you exactly what to do with the excluder. In pest control, we call it exclusion. This is called excluder. And what this means is whether it's crawling insects or rodents getting in, you need to block them out. And this is what this does. It closes that open door that allows them to repeatedly come in over and over again. Let's jump in and see what we're working with. So you've seen the Excluder Kit. Let's see what you actually get with it. You have the box. Let's open it up. A nice set of gloves. You don't have to use these ones, but you do want to wear gloves when handling it. The steel mesh is very sharp. It's like thin dental floss, and if you pull on it, it rips right through your skin. So make sure that you are well protected. Use these or another pair of thick gloves. These little nitrile ones will get shredded. Nice pair of scissors, some good shears, and they actually are titanium quality shears because when you are dealing with the steel wool and the products in here, you need something solid. Not only can it dull your scissors extremely quick, if you use ones that are not quality, it will just kind of bend them in two and be really frustrating to work with. So that is a nice touch. They're titanium, they'll stay sharp, and it will work. And of course, the main piece of the product, and the main feature of the product is the actual excluder material itself. They give you a 36-inch, so 3 feet long by 4 inches wide piece. And it's actually an excellent size to work with because it's adaptable. If there's a gap that's this larger than this, you want to make sure that you probably use something a little bit more robust to seal it up. Masonry or something solid, but this gives you a ton of room to work with if you have larger gaps, and you just trim it and you can use it for smaller gaps. So it's actually a fair amount that's there. This is great. This is that door you're installing to block out rodents and insects. So what does this excluder product actually block and keep out? Well, it says right on the box. Mice and rats, so it's keeping out your rodents. It says bats. In addition, it will keep out other flying, like avian, like birds as well, if it's installed properly. And then flying and crawling bugs with an asterisk. And the reason for that is it's saying it keeps spiders, bugs, and all crawling and flying insects out. And the reason for that is the material that they use, they weave it extremely tight. If you use different kinds of steel wool, it can keep out things like, bats, mice, and rats, but if the gap is small, little things like ants, pill bugs, spiders can sneak through. They guarantee with theirs that nothing is getting through. We have tested it. We generally use this for rodent exclusion, but it does work excellent for everything that it claims. Super easy to use. As you can see, you cannot see through it at all. It's dense, it blocks everything out, and it doesn't require using a caulking gun or messy spray foam, and they just cannot chew through it. So where do you use the excluder? Well, it's also right on the box. Here's the 5 places they say you should use it. So you can use it under sinks where the plumbing is, around water pipes, around gas and electrical lines. You can also use it around steam and either hot water pipe fittings. And of course, you can also use it around electrical lines. And the most common spot that you're gonna see these are around the exterior of your home. Anywhere that there's a penetration going through your brick or siding, it should be sealed. If there's ever a gap, this is the perfect thing to stick in it. So this is what they claim, and it does work well. We've also used it in areas where there's a gap in masonry. So if there's a crack in a brick or in a foundation and it's really tough to seal, we've experimented by sticking this in, and it does work well. There's also instances where you have a rodent infestation and they've chewed the weather stripping, which is the rubber part of the bottom of a garage or man door. Rodents love to chew it, and then it gives them the perfect passageway back and forth. The challenge is if you fix that before the infestation is gone, they'll often chew right back through that new seal you just installed. So we have actually used this material to jam underneath the door where that weather stripping needs to be replaced until the infestation is gone. Removed it, installed the weather stripping, and then you can just reuse this again. So that's just another great use as professionals that we see all the time. We use it, it works great. And again, it will not only keep out rats and mice, it's gonna help keep out all of those insects and spiders, pill bugs, centipedes, all the things you hate to see crawling around your house. Here's the actual process of how to use it. Super straightforward. Let's jump in. Step one, put your gloves on. As we talked about before, this metal is sharp. If you're pulling on it, it can cut you, jam you, it hurts. I've done it a million times. I actually like to use a set of leather gloves. You can use the ones they give you, but the leather works really well for working on it. Protects you, and if you want to use it to jam it in, you're just fully protected. Make sure there's no holes. The little steel wool pieces always seem to find the holes and jam it if they do have holes. So you get your gloves on, then you want to find your gap. Once you find your gap, get your measuring tape, measure out how wide it is, how long it is, get a rough idea of what you need to work with. The reason for that is, again, you have a 3 foot or 36 inch by 4 inch piece. You want to be smart with it. It's not cheap, so you want to use it efficiently. You want to trim it up just what you need and use it as many spots as you can instead of just trying to jam it in without trimming it properly. So let's go over just a few tips to make sure you're successful when using the Excluder product. Number one is just be patient. The challenges we see with it generally is people, not product. And what I mean by that is insects, rodents, birds, bats, they're very smart. They find lots of little spots. You may not get them on the first time. Continue to go around, continue to seal, look up, look down, look all around, and block up everywhere. You'd be surprised at how they find the craziest little spots. So continue to seal everywhere. Second thing is make sure that you are packing it very tight. The critical piece is that you need to make sure there is absolutely no gaps that they can get in. And as we discussed before, you can secure that even better with a little bit of silicone or caulking around there. It won't move, it'll lock it in there. You'll be good for the long term. And of course, if there is any sort of active infestation, whether it's rats, mice, or bugs, you need to make sure you are removing the pest before you just trap them inside. So you always want to have some plan while you're sealing to actually eliminate mouse traps, rodenticide, spraying for bugs, humanely removing birds and bats or putting an exclusion device on it before you lock up their door. So overall, excellent product. Only caveat is that it is a little bit expensive, but hey, it works. It does everything that it claims. We give it a thumbs up. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe. Any questions or any experience that you have, we'd love to hear it in the comments, and be sure to check out our other videos. We have tons of free, helpful stuff. We'll see you next time.